Okay, welcome back to trigonometry. In this problem, we are given two vectors and we are to determine the angle between these two vectors to one decimal place and then in degrees. Okay, in degrees. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So again, the formula for dot products, we're going to say we have u dot w is equal to the magnitude of u times the magnitude of w. Okay. Go ahead, times the cosine of the angle between them. We really want to solve for this cosine of theta here. So this has a couple of different pieces. So let's go ahead and put this together. U dot W is going to equal this 23i minus 5j. So we have 23 comma negative 5 times negative 3 comma negative 4. Okay, we'll go ahead and sort that out. So this is just the dot product. So we have 23 times 3. Well, 23 times negative 3, okay, plus negative 5 times negative 4. Okay, at least the 5 times 4 I can do, it'll be 20. The 23 times 3, that one's going to be a little bit more crunchy. So 23 times 3, and I ended up with a negative, what was that, 69 plus 20, and then we're going to say minus 20 equals, and I ended up with a 49 here. Okay, so all positive. Yep, positive, positive, positive. All right, we need a couple more pieces here. What is my length of u? Well, that's going to be the square root of 23 squared plus 5 squared. Okay, now the 23 squared, again, I'm using a tiny calculator, but we'll go ahead and report the answer to you. So 23 squared, we'll write this down. Okay, 23 squared. This is 529 plus 25, and then we'll go ahead and say plus 25 equals, and that is 554. Okay, so we'll take the square root of 554. That is my length of u. What about the length of w? Okay, well, that is the square root of, what is this, 3 squared and 4 squared. So 3 squared plus negative 4 squared is a plus. Okay, this one's not too bad. So that's going to be the square root of 9 plus 16, which is the square root of 25, which is just 5. Okay, so we have 5 times the square root of 554. Or you could leave them both under the square root, and that's fine. So now we have all the little pieces together here. So let's go ahead back to our equation. So we're going to say this is u dot w is equal to the length of u times the length of w times the cosine of the angle between them. This is the piece we're trying to solve for. So what was my u dot w? And that was equal to, this was equal to 49. Okay, 69, negative 69 plus 20. We ended up with a 49 here equals. Now, what do we have on the other side here? We have a square root of 554. Okay, square root times square root times 5. Okay, times our cosine of theta. So what we're going to say that this is going to be 49 divided by 5 square roots of 554. And we'll go say that's going to be the cosine of the angle of the angle between them here. So again, we'll do it on the big calculator for this one so you guys can see what's going on with this. Okay. So here we have 5 times, not negative, just 5 times the square root of 554. All right, and we'll go ahead and see what that's going to do. So it has 117.686 and some change. So we're going to say 49 divided by my answer, and then we ended up with 0.4164. So 0.4164 was equal to my cosine of this angle. Theta must be the inverse cosine of this 0.4164. And we'll see what that's going to do for us. Okay, so we have second function cosine, second function answer, and we can go ahead and plug that in. We ended up with 69.4 degrees. So this is it 69? 65.4 degrees. 65.4 degrees. That's going to be our answer for figuring that out. These are pretty straightforward. These aren't too bad to practice, so this is a good problem to be able to do, okay? I'm going to say thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, take care.